Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Tommy in Indiana. I'm your host, Tommy KM. In today's video, what I would like to talk to you guys a little bit about. In today's video, I would like to give you guys the thoughts and truth about having a DMR scanner in linking up to the bus system, i.e. DMR, and all the Bloomington DMR systems, except for Cook and some of the other businesses that I can't. So in this video, we are going to be talking about if you guys get a DM1701, what you guys should do at first, what you guys should do second, and what you guys should do third. So if you guys are new to my channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell so you guys will not miss out on any videos. And the first thing is of what I gotta tell you guys, which is the most simplest thing is, I know there's going to be a lot of YouTube videos telling you guys to use RAIA reference. And I've been using RAIA reference myself a really lot, okay? With me using like RAIA reference, like checking it out, like listening to it and diverting it by all means. The biggest thing is that I know from like listening to RAIA reference is RAIA reference can really help you guys out because my bus system here in my county uses a DMR Motorola single site. They used to use a LTR system, which was such an interesting system, okay? So another thing that I learned from listening to that is that they use call signs, like each bus has its own number. And another thing also that the buses use is BT Access. They have their own call signs, like 61 through 74, I believe. And with that saying that, they got like a couple different areas that they got to be like careful on their own areas, which is really kind of interesting. So whenever you guys download, like for instance, RAIAreference.com, like for instance, using like RAIAreference.com, it'll show you the two frequencies at a single time date of what you guys got to put in for yourself. So kind of like, it'll show you like the LCN order. So the LCN order is really kind of interesting, okay? Because this bus system only uses two RAIA frequencies. And with it combined like that, they go around to go check that out. They listen to it to go by, check out those different areas, which is the biggest thing of all that different people has to do whenever they're like picking out the different RAIA channels to be automatic direct with those areas. So for instance, let's just say somebody is trying to get information about their ride and they say that this passenger is not coming out. the dispatcher needs to know that. Me, I just use this radio for fun. That's it. Not because I'm getting into DMR, not because I know that several different places inside the United States that uses more DMR radios at a single minute. So another thing also to be let known is whenever they use their radio traffic, whenever they go around, so I go check that out. They got, for instance, like number one, the biggest one is their radio channels are all united. Number two, they use different areas. Number three, they go check out those primary areas to let them be divergent, radio friendly, and radio different areas. So, um, so So with the first phase of the video out of the way, now the second phase is, so whenever you guys are like trying to find out about a radio channel on this, so I'll turn this on. So you guys see that's what my startup screen is. So you guys see I got BT DMR and the other one's IU DMR. Okay. So right here. So you see, I was finally getting communication. Well, I'll be. And that communication was nothing. So with this being connected to this was one of my prized possessions because, for instance, there is like so much buses now in Monroe County, which is so very cool. So if I go to like right here, so if I pull this up, we go here to zone, in zone list, I'll read you. Monroe County, Laughlin Trip, Evansville, Belterra, Terre Haute, Cherokee, North Carolina, Louisville. So with all those in my radio, I was also doing some diagnosing on checking out what would be a good idea to listen to whenever I go to like Las Vegas, because Las Vegas will have different communication using radios like these, okay? So for instance, let's just say, for instance, you guys are listening to channel 1, and right as soon as you guys hear channel 1, the ID number will tell you what it is at a single minute if you guys have that programmed. So for instance, if I have this programmed to channel 1, and that's what it's on right now, with that being hooked up to channel 1, I can hear like what's going on at the IU Memorial Stadium whenever there's a game, so I can keep safe and not go through that area with my staff. And another thing to know about listening to one of these is whenever you guys are like, see another thing that I liked about this is this outgoing, okay? So the outgoing is whenever there's a radio dispatch coming in from on this, they're saying transit, I need a 1051, or transit, I need police at my current location. And they also have, like you guys see up here, that this thing doesn't have. This thing doesn't have like what they call a panic button. That's because you guys see right there. That's the panic button. And when the panic button does, that tells the dispatcher saying, dispatch, I need a remarkable 1051 to report to my location. And after that, once that 1051 gets to location, they'll either clear the channel or they will go to an alternative channel, for instance, like a private channel. Now what I remember there at BT Access is they have several different private channels that they can go to for you to listen to. Now that's going to be a lot different with, like, for instance, their French Lick right now, because they all use this Wi-Fi based radio system, but sometimes I see the transportation, they don't use that. They use a DMR radio system, which is from transportation to transportation. And I seen that on that bus for real. And then another thing also, the biggest thing is of all that I gotta tell you guys that I have learned, it is to trust my instincts. Because trusting your instincts can really help. So right now, it's trying to pick up this talk route, which it's kind of having a hard time, because if you guys see on there, you guys see that signal indicator right there, and it's just showing that's showing one bar. That is because I am not that close to the repeater site. So with the repeater site, with that, I could either change this to some that so for instance, I can change it to, I can change that to the exact same channel if I want to. So for instance, right now I have all transit on my radio right now. And with that being like all transit, like all the time, I can also secure this on another frequency for it to go inside like a different area. So I hope I'm making this sense for you guys. I really do hope so. I am, because honestly, learning about this and checking this out, this right here may save my butt whenever I go to like the different casinos around the world. Because right now, what I learned was most casinos use an NXDN. Most casinos use an LTR, which is land trunk radio. And that right there will tell you if they use it or not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys really did. If you guys are new to my channel, and welcome if you guys hit that subscribe button. Thank you so very much for hitting that subscribe button. Without you guys being here, my channel could not be without help or not with anybody. So I hope you guys have a blessed day in YouTube. I will see you guys back here tomorrow.